Hello everyone, I am your host Ayushi Kara Sethia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. In this video we are going to learn how you can send Slack member to Pipedrive automatically. So first let us understand what these software applications are all about. So Slack is a business communication and messaging platform, whereas Pipedrive is a CRM software application. So the idea here is that whenever you add a new user to your Slack workspace, automatically the same user should be added as a new person into your Pipedrive CRM account. So that you can maintain business relationship with your customers, you can connect your customers or users for your business related activities, etc. But here the problem is that there is no direct connection between Slack and Pipedrive. So in order to create a connection, we are going to use a software application, that is Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating Slack with Pipedrive automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So how you can create an integration and how you can connect Slack with Pipedrive and how you can set up the automation, for that you need to come to my screen. So welcome back to my screen. Here let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free account to create your new account. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Slack to Pipedrive integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement and simply click on create. Now we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this particular use case, we want to send the Slack members to our Pipedrive account. But for that, we need to first create an integration or a connection between the Slack account and our Pabbly Connect. For that, just open this trigger window and here we are going to choose the application name as Slack. Select the trigger event as new user. Now click on connect, click on add new connection and click on connect with Slack. Now it is asking for the token type. Enter the token type as either user or bot. Know more about the Slack tokens over here. So you have to just click on this HERE hyperlink over here. Okay, I'm just going to open it. And here you can find all the permissions or the access that the user or the bot is having. So you can select it as per your requirement, the token type. So I'm just selecting the token type as user in my case. Okay, and let's click on save. And now it is asking Pabbly Connect is requesting permission to access the Pabbly Slack workspace. So let's scroll down and click on allow to give away the access over here. Authorization successful. Okay, and now the Slack account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now before clicking on save and send test request, first let us add a new member in our Slack workspace. So I'll just take you to my Slack account over here. And here I'm just going to add a new teammate by clicking on this plus sign, add teammates. And here I'll just add the email address of the person to whom I want to invite. Okay. And now let's click on send. So the invitation is sent. Now let's click on done. Okay. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect. And now we are going to click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received and all the details related to this particular member is captured over here. We can find the email address and here we can find the first name as Gary and last name as Monroe. Now here I want to give you an important information that here you can see that the data has captured immediately. But sometimes it may take some time in capturing the data as the trigger here is polling based and it will take time to capture the response. So if your data doesn't get captured immediately, don't worry about that and please wait for 15-20 minutes patiently. The data will surely arrive. Okay. Now let's move to Gary Monroe's email address. Okay, and here we can see that we have got a new mail over here. Admin has invited you to work with them in Slack. Okay, and now I'm just going to click on join now to join the Slack workspace. The page is getting loaded over here. Okay, and now let's click on continue with Google. And here I'll be just signing in from Gary Monroe's email address. Let's click on create account. So I'm getting connected into my Pabbly Connect workspace. Okay, and now you can see that I am logged in from Gary Monroe's email address over here in my Slack workspace. Okay, now let's move back to Pabbly Connect, and as soon as we click over here, again we have to click on save and send test request. So why we have clicked on save and send test request? Just because we want to capture the data once again. And why we have captured the data, I'll just show you over here. We have got is email confirmed option as 1 over here. So as we can see that Gary Monroe has confirmed his confirmation verification through his email and he has joined the workspace. That is the reason we have got 1 number over here. Okay. And we are going to just use this is email confirmed for the further steps. Okay. So we can see that the Slack data is captured over here. Now we are going to apply the filter over here that if the email is confirmed, if the member has joined the workspace, then only this particular workflow should run. Okay, because there may be the chances that you might have invited many of the members, but this particular workflow should run. The member should be added to your Pipedrive account only when he has joined the workspace. Is email confirmed? Yes. So in the action step, we will be choosing filter option over here. So select the application name as filter. And here the label will be is email confirmed. So let us select it from Slack. Is email confirmed. The filter type will be equal to and the value would be 1. If the email is email confirmed is equal to 1, then only this particular workflow should run. It is the if condition. Okay. Now let's click on save and send test request. And here we have got the status success message, condition is true. Okay. Now we are going to check whether this particular member exists in our Pipedrive account or not. So this is my Pipedrive account and here you can see I don't have any members over here. Okay, so we will be checking whether Gary Monroe exists in Pipedrive or not. For that, click on this plus sign, add action step. And here we are going to choose the application name as Pipedrive. Select the action event as find person. Now let's click on connect. Here we have to click on add new connection. And now it is asking for the API token. You can find the API token by logging to your Pipedrive account. After login, go to settings, personal preferences, and you can find the API. So let's move to the Pipedrive account. And here I'm just going to click on profile. Here we can find personal preferences option. Click on it. And here we can find API option. Click on API. And here you can see your personal API token. So you have to simply copy it. Okay. You have to move back to Pabbly Connect and you have to paste the API token over here. And now let's click on save. And now the Pipedrive account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now it is asking fields to search by. So here I'll be selecting email. Okay. Now here we have to give the term. So let us map the email address from the Slack. Okay. Search for an exact match. You can select it as per your requirement. I'm just keeping it as yes. And now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the responses received, and in the response we have got success 1. It means this particular member does not exist in our Pipedrive account. But I just want to show you the response also, that if the member exists in our Pipedrive account, then what response do we get? So I have added a contact person over here as demo name. Okay, and I'll be just mapping this email address over here in Pabbly Connect. So I'll be just giving the email address as demo@pabblytuts.com. Okay, and yes, now we are going to click on save and send test request. And here we have got the response. Okay, here you can see success. Here we can find data item ID. Okay, here we have got the name of the contact person. Here we have got the email address, phone number, and all the details related to the member who is already existing in our Pipedrive account is captured over here. So you have to enter the details just for the integration purpose over here. So we will be entering the details of already existing member over here. Okay, and here we have got all the details. Now we will be applying the filters. Okay, for that click on this plus sign, add actions tab. Just click on this filter option once again. And here in the label we will be selecting from find person, Pipedrive find person, that is data item 0 item ID. Okay, you have to select it. And this time filter type will be does not exist. Okay, if this particular item ID does not exist, then only the workflow should run. Okay, so I am repeating it once again. Just for setting up this filter, we need data 0 item ID over here. Okay, over here, and for capturing this response, you have to map the data of already existing person in our Pipedrive account over here. Okay, just for the integration purpose, but in the real time it is going to work correctly. Okay, now let's click on save and send test request. And here in the response, we have got status error message condition is false. Yes, it is correct just because this demo person already exists in our Pipedrive account. Now we have to create a new person. For that, click on this plus sign, add actions tab. And we want to create a person in our Pipedrive account. So again, choose the application name as Pipedrive over here. Now in the action event, we have to select create person. Click on connect. Now as we have recently created a connection, I'll be choosing the option that is select existing connection, and I'll click on save. And now the Pipedrive account is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now here we have to add the person name. So let us map it from Slack. We have got the response. So I'm just going to add the name, that is Gary Monroe. Here we have to give the email address of the owner, which is automatically captured. Here we have to give the organization name, which is captured as Pabbly. Okay. Here we have to have the email address. So let us map it from Slack response. Okay, I have to map it once again. Okay, here we have to map the phone number. So this was the phone number. If you want to give some label, you can just specify it over here. And you can select the visibility to owner only, to owner's visibility group, entire company. So you can select it as per your requirement. I am selecting it as entire company. Okay. So we have mapped all the details. Now let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received success, and here we have got a data ID. It means a new person is created in our Pipedrive account. Let's check it. Okay, and here we can find Gary Monroe. Here we can find his organization name, his email address, and the contact number. So in this way, we can see that our integration is working fine. Let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay. Now I'll not be able to show you this workflow in the real time because I have already informed you that the trigger here is polling based and it will take time to capture the response. Here you can see that it is mentioned every 10 minutes. So the response will be captured after 10 minutes only. Okay. So I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. Okay. So first we have created an integration between Slack and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details of the member to whom you have sent the invitation to join your workspace. Then we have applied the condition that this particular workflow should run only if the email ID is confirmed by the member. Okay, if the member has joined the workspace. Then we have find the person in the Pipedrive account, that whether that particular member do exist in our Pipedrive account or not. Then we have applied the filter that the workflow should run only if the member is not existing in the Pipedrive account. And at last we have created a new person or a new member in the Pipedrive account. And in this way we have created a successful integration between Slack and Pipedrive using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.